Hello there, Aries. This is Cindy from the New Moon Tarot. I'm a practicing witch and a tarot card reader. This is a general love reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, for the week of August 10th. This is for those of you who are dealing with someone you're in separation from. And because this Page of Swords is so persistently popping out at me at all the decks I shuffled, this person is definitely keeping an eye on you. So if this one doesn't resonate with you so much, Aries, go ahead and check your natal chart and look at my other readings this week. One of those may be capturing your energy a little more closely. If you're a cross watcher, and I know that you are, well, welcome. The energies here are going to be reversed. All right, let's get started. And if you'd like to order your own private reading, you can find all of my info down below. The least expensive one starts at $20. So we have the Knight of Swords, plant the seeds, and Page of Swords. Like I said, Page of Swords. That is the major theme of this reading. It's someone watching you, keeping an eye on you. With that Knight of Swords, now you can see he has like the wind coming out of his sneaker. This is someone who like ran away from this relationship, like ran right out, hopped on that bike and took off. Or it's someone who wants to run into you. They're all up in their head about you. They're thinking about you. They've got a plan, and we'll check that out when we look at their energy. We're going to look at the present situation, you, them, the advice, and the outcome. But right now, with the plant the seeds here as showing up as your first oracle reading, they are coming up with a plan to get back into your life, to see you again. Yeah, that's what's going on right now. So let's look at the current situation. So we have the King of Wands and the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is a little bit of an obsession card. It can mean, like staying up late at night, thinking about the person. This person is definitely going through your social media feeds. Even if you've blocked them, they've probably created a fake account. It's something along those lines. They're in their head about you, thinking about you. Now, this King of Swords, or excuse me, King of Wands here is Leo energy typically, but it can be Aries, it can be Sagittarius. I think what I'm seeing here mainly out of this is like there's a torch here. There's someone who still has an attraction to you, a passion for you. The King of Wands is like magnetic and charming and attractive, and I think that's how they feel about you. They are missing the spark that you brought to their life. They're missing that passion, that fire, and they're really sort of pining, planning, thinking about it. There's some regrets here too, but we'll get into that in a second. So we have religious factors. Your life is influenced by religious upbringing. Now, I don't know about that specifically. I'm thinking that this is probably there were differences here, like differences that you can't overcome easily. Like you wanted different things, you live in different places, you weren't getting what you needed out of this relationship. It's something that you can't change, in other words. I'm not really a super fan of this card, and that's how I interpret it whenever it pops up. It's differences that can't be easily overcome. All right. And I think that's why you use the Two of Swords to make an impossible decision. You had to defend yourself with the Seven of Wands. I think you had to do what was best for you and protect what you wanted and seek your own happiness and move forward because this relationship wasn't doing it for you. I'm not sure if they ended it or you decided to just let it go. There was an ending here and you didn't go after it again. I think you made like the impossible decision to put yourself first. And I think that Seven of Wands, it's considered defensive energy, but in this thing, I almost think it's protective energy. You can see how she's seated there. She has her hands together. She has like that little energy bubble around her. She's doing what is best for her, protecting herself. We have the Six of Cups, which is a person from the past. And we have death in reverse. Now, I puzzled over this one. I never look at the cards individually. Like you have to put them together and create like the story out of it. Like what is the narrative here? What's going on? For me, what I'm seeing here is there's some nostalgia about the past. I think you wished things had gone differently, but we still have that, religious factors card or whatever. It's differences there that aren't going away. And I think you've been trying to release it. Death is about change. It's about letting go of what's dead, moving forward. Um, and I don't think that you've been able to do that all the way. I think you've made some strides, but I don't think you've completely let go of this person yet. There's still a little part of you that thinks, hey, if they could get their act together, we could make something out of it. But with the Chariot here and the Nine of Pentacles, you've been putting your happiness first. You've been moving forward, doing your best to work on you and what you want and what you need. The Nine of Pentacles is like single, independent energy. I've heard this called the Beyonce card. She has it going on. She's doing her own thing, regardless of gender. It's putting you first, taking good care of yourself. And the Chariot is that forward momentum. It is trying to leave the past behind you. However, your past is about to catch up with you. This person is going to come and kind of screw this up for a little bit. We have the heart-to-heart conversations. They want to talk to you real bad. They want to have a conversation with you. And with the Ace of Swords here, I'm thinking that they're being very logical. There's the King of Swords, there's the Ace of Swords. All of the swords are about logic, it's a mental energy, it's thought, it's planning. They want to tell you a few truths with the Ace of Swords. They may have had a realization like, you know what, I really screwed this up. I was an ass. I didn't do what I was supposed to do. That King of Swords can be very plan oriented. He's very methodical. So I do think that there is some strategy here. There's the Seven of Swords, and this can be a sneaky card, a shady card, someone doing what they're not supposed to do. But with this Eight of Cups in reverse, which is a return, Eight of Cups in the upright is leaving something, coming back is the Eight of Cups in reverse. With that Seven of Swords, they are very carefully going to pop up in your life again. They've been watching you on social media. They know what you're up to. They know if they have any competition, what you're doing on your nights. They are keeping an eye on you and looking for the best opportunity to approach you. So yeah, be aware of that. Here is the interesting thing. We have the Ace of Cups and the Emperor. So what I'm getting here is they still have love for you. Their cup is still full. That Ace of Cups is all about overflowing emotion. It's someone who realizes, what they had and what they want again. I think they're hoping that you still have this emotion for them as well. And with the Emperor here, I feel like they're ready to, boss up, to get their crap together. The Emperor is the divine masculine. It's a spouse, it's a partner, it's a parent. This person knows that you are looking for something that's solid, something that you can count on. And I think that's what they're going to promise you. Now, I think it's up to you whether or not you think this person has gotten it together, but there's been a lot of thought here. There's been a lot of planning in this decision. They're going to approach you and, tell you what they've been up to. They're going to give you some Ace of Swords kind of a treatment there, some revelations. Let's look at your advice. We have the Three of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. So the Page of Cups is an apology. It's a love message. The Eight of Cups, or excuse me, the Eight of, why am I doing this? The Eight of Wands, that is definitely messages going back and forth. They may approach you via social media or text, something that's not as threatening as like showing up or giving you a call. That way, they can kind of feel you out and see what they're going to do. The Three of Pentacles is that desire to collaborate with them. And I think part of you wants to hear them out. I think part of you wants that closure at the very least. You want to hear an apology. Maybe you want them to grovel a little, you know? I'm not judging. I totally understand that impulse. So just, be a little bit careful here. Hear them out if you want, but just tune into your intuition. That's what I would tell you. Now let's look at your outcome. Goodness, we have so much promise here. We have that Six of Cups. I think they're going to draw on this nostalgia for your past. They're going to talk about the good times that you had together. That Four of Wands is a reunion. It's coming home. Do you remember how things used to be? Do you remember how much fun we had? Do you think about what we could have been to each other with the Ten of Cups? I mean, this is how this is going. They have a plan here. We could have been, so good together. We could be happy. We could have the family. We could, it could be like it used to be, only better this time. That's what's going on here. And I think what's telling is your final oracle reading is ground and center. Make sure that you're centered, that you're not allowing this person to shake you up. Make sure you're clear-headed when you listen to this, because they're gonna talk a good game. They have a plan here. They have been studying you, and that's not to scare you. I want you to know that someone has put a lot of thought into this. So let me know down below what you think. Have you experienced this yet? Some of you, this is coming up. Some of you, it just happened. That's the way energy works. Please like and subscribe, since I do free weekly readings here on YouTube. And blessed be. Have a good day. All right, bye-bye.